Anyway, let's decide where to go today. Alright, only one more place to go, guys. And that's Shibuya. How about here? Let's find some pins. Find some beats. Find the world. Oh my, that's a young person's town. Are you sure? What's that supposed to mean? Do I need to remind you I'm still pretty young? Oh, stop trying to force it. Hey, Rick isn't ya? What do you mean force it? Well, okay. Dang, she's calling Rixa an old man? In that case, I'll be showing you around today. So you better hurry and keep up. I will. Cost me $2.76. Anyway. Dang, is it Hachi? Today we'll be going around Shibuya. Shibuya, this is a place for young people? Yeah, look at all those young people sitting around in the back. Totally young. It seems like there's a lot of people around anywhere you go in Tokyo. But compared to the other places I've been, there's an especially high number of young people. Aren't there? Shibuya itself isn't that old as parts of Tokyo go. It only became a big entertainment town about 40 years ago, around 1970. So I guess there's a connection between the age of the town and the age of the people who go there. Wow. Speaking of which... Hey Akira, I see there's a big crowd of people over there. Is something there? Huh? Ah yeah, over there. That's Japan's famous meeting spot. Meeting spot? Yeah, the meeting spot is in a fairly inconspicuous place, but... There, do you see that bronze statue in the shade of that tree? The Doge statue? Doge? Ah, you're right. I couldn't see it in the shadow, but it is a statue of a Doge. That's the Hachiko statue. The statue of the most famous dog in Japan. Doge in Japan. The most famous Doge? That's right, the tale of Hachiko's Chukin is still told to this day. A Chukin? It's basically a Doge with a very strong trust in its master. Ah, you're talking about loyalty. I don't know the English word, but probably something like that. ... What? Nothing. Anyway, Hachiko was famous for his Chukin. You're saying a Doge had loyalty? I didn't know dogs were loyal. I never seen a dog before. Of course, that's what he's famous for. I see, I guess. So this Doge Hachiko, right? How exactly did he show his loyalty? You've really been listening. It all happened around 80 years ago. Oh man, get ready for the sob story, guys. A college professor was living here in Shibuya. The professor had a dog named Hachi, and he took good care of him. Hachi loved the professor too, and every morning when the professor went to school, he came to see him off at school to greet him when he came home. It became a daily ritual. Every day, Hachi would see his master off at the station and meet him on his return. Then one day, a terrible misfortune befell this professor. Misfortune. Yes, he collapsed one day in the middle of a lecture, and he never made it home. ... But Hachi didn't know what happened, and waited for the professor to return. Day after day, Hachi went to the station at the usual hour, and waited for him until the time he usually came home. Every day, no exception for rain, wind, and snow. Every day for 10 years until he died, Hachi came to Shibuya station to wait for the professor to return. Damn you, Fry. ... Tales of Hachi's deed were passed down, and they erected a statue of him here. I see, and so in honor of Hachi's waiting, his statue has become a mecca for people waiting for each other. Even now, Hachiko's loyalty is an inspiration to many people. And they've made lots of movies about it. Those feels. Huh? Oh, Hachi. Wait a minute. Are you crying? Well, don't worry, guys. Rick's joining you in crying. But I can just picture poor Hachi waiting there, not knowing his master would never return. Do you think it's weird for a guy to think like that? I'm just weak against stories like that. Just weak to anything in particular. It's okay, you can laugh if you want. I don't really want to laugh at you. Huh? I think a guy who can honestly cry at a time like this is... Akira? What the heck am I saying? That's it. Hey, do you know that crossing over there? By the way, I bet this is the story that inspired that Futurama story with Fry's dog. Huh? Crossing? Yeah, you mean that busy spot with the big billboard monitor? Is something going on there? No, those huge monitors are nothing special in Tokyo, you know. It's not that. The signal's about to change. Watch closely. Signal? What will happen when the signal changes? Pandemonium. That's what happens. You'll know when you see it. Here it's changing. 3, 2, 1. Boom! Everyone just crosses the street and all the cars go, oh damn it. Missed the light. What is this? The traffic lights on that giant crossroads all turned green at once? Wow, everyone started crossing at once, across and diagonally. It's an amazing sight just watching so many people crossing, isn't it? Yeah, it's like waves of humanity crashing into each other from all directions. This is called Shibuya Scramble Crossing. It's so famous, it's used in all kinds of movies, dramas, and games. Just like the Nintendo one. Wow. Apparently the Scramble Crossing started in America and Canada, but this one in Shibuya is the most famous in the world now. Yeah, now that I think about it, this site, they broadcasted it in a lot of TV to show how crowded Japan is. Don't they? But I hear London's also trying to integrate systems based on this one lately. I didn't know that. So okay, next time the signal changes, we'll cross too. Huh? You mean we're going to cross here? Of course, why wouldn't we? Nothing, I'm just not sure how we're going to make the crossing. What are you talking about? It's just a pedestrian crossing, there's no special trick to it. You put one foot in front of the other. It's called walking, Rixta. I know, but maybe I could practice once. Practice? I never heard of anyone practicing a pedestrian crossing. Maybe not, but... come on, the light's changing, let's go. Wait for me. Wait up, Akira, don't walk so fast. Anyway, I have got to catch up with her. But there are so many people, it's hard to move forward. Oh yeah, I forgot, Rixta doesn't have a lot of presence. At his height, it's easy to get shoved around a lot. Arg. Whoa, dang, he turned him upside down. No! Dang, someone stepped on him? Rixta died. It's game over, guys. Sorry. And thus ends the tale of Rixta. Pant. I just made it across before the light went red. Oh, come on, what are you doing? We're going to get separated at this rate. Even so, it's crazy how you Japanese people can navigate such a huge tide of people. Whatever. Huh? I'll show you after the stream, Avery. Stick around. I just don't want you to get separated and lost. So we're going to walk this way through the crowds? Thanks. You don't have to thank me. Ah, yeah. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. What's with this weird tension? We're just holding hands, but why does it feel so weird? Holding hands already? So sly. It was never like this before. Why are you being so quiet? Say something already. This street is so narrow but full of people. This is called Center Street and is Shibuya's most populous spot among young people. Wow, but it's a weird road. It curves around a lot. That's because this road used to be a river. A river? Yes, they blocked up the river and built a road on top. Even now, the river flows beneath it. A river runs through it. Tokyo has a lot of these so-called drainage ditch roads. Wow. Ah. What's with those kids over there? Their skin looks really tan with all that makeup. Their hair is dyed so outrageously. Dang. Found again, girls. Hey Akira, those people look kinda crazy. They're called gal or gal boys. There are some people who really like that makeup. Gals? Yes, some of those people are really good at setting trends. Trends? Do you think you'd want to dress up like that, Akira? What if I said that I did? No way, you can't. Don't do it. Huh? You're so cute. You can't hide it under all that heavy makeup. Cute? No, I mean. That just slipped out, but we've got that weird atmosphere again. Yeah, man, when you slip things out, there tends to lead to a weird atmosphere. I hope I didn't offend her. But don't worry. Huh? I don't really like that kind of thing anyway. Oh, that's good. Yeah. Fade to white. What? Whoa, this is this a park or something? All that clamor from before is gone and it's full of nature. It's amazing, I know. This is the Meiji Shrine. It's one of Tokyo's most famous. The Meiji Shrine. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Yeah, I noticed her portrait is much closer now. Now that I think about it. What is it? Nothing, just your hand. Huh? Well, you know. Ah. How long are you going to keep holding it, you lich? I'm not a lich. If you realize it, why didn't you just let go? Well, I just... Stop talking. Anyway, let's get on inside already. I just wanted to forget about it myself. Alright, let's see some shrine maidens. The Meiji Shrine was built around 100 years ago, so it's not that old historically speaking. But people love it as a sacred site within the city, and it's the most visited shrine during New Year's. I see, I wouldn't expect to see something like this in the city. It's so... Maybe the word you're looking for is... Orosoka? Ogosaka? It means basically, I don't know the English word is, but... Is it something like austere? Ah, yes, that's the word. Yeah, it does have that kind of feel to it. Doesn't it? It's gotten famous recently as a power spot. Power spot? For the power bottoms? Yeah, a power spot. Power spot. Is power spot not a term you use in English? Nope. Oh, come on, that's so annoying. Dot dot dot. It's something like a place where you acquire mysterious power. Does that make sense? Oh, an energy spot. Like a place where the Earth's power is concentrated. Like that. Yes, that's exactly it. I see. Wow. Then we better take in a lot of power before we go home. Ah, stop that. Huh? It's rude to walk down the middle of the shrine road. Is it really? Yes, the shrine road is the path of the gods. We have to walk along the side. I see. Anyway, look, do you see that big gate thing up there? That's called a torii, and it's the entrance to the shrine proper. It's good manners to bow once before you pass through, okay? Got it, okay. Anyway, let's enter the shrine. Sure. Bow once before you pass through the torii. Wow, it's as big as you'd expect for the most visited shrine in Japan. Isn't it? Anyway, let's go inside. Okay, by the way, do you know how to enter a shrine? I know, it's this, right? You clap your hands. That's half right, I guess. Half? Yeah, first you need to wash your hands and mouth to purify your body. There will be a box called an osaisen bako when you go inside, so put some money in there. After that, some shrines have a bell you can ring to purify the area, so you ring that before addressing the gods. I see, there are a lot of steps to this. Yep, anyway, want to give it a try? Sure. First, turn to the god and bow twice. Bow twice. Then, clap your hands twice. Okay! Then, make a wish from the bottom of your heart. I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. Okay, that's probably Rick's wish. Just singing it out there for you guys. ... Then bow one last time. Whew! I feel so weirdly tense. Hey, what did you wish for? Me? I wish for my remaining days in Japan to be amazing. How about you? Huh? Me? Yeah, what did you wish for, Akira? I wished... Yeah? I wished for, It's a secret! Oh, I see. Well, can you just tell me? No way! First of all, if you tell someone what you wish for, it won't come true. Huh? Wait a minute! Why didn't you tell me that earlier? What about my wish? I have no idea. That's mean. Hehehe. Anyway, here's our last sightseeing spot. Alright, the last spot you see. What does that sign in the back say? The one above her head. Anyways. Wow, this is so... How do I say it? Even more for young people than Shibuya? Basically. This is called Harajuku. It's a popular fashion spot for teenage girls. And this is where you fight in Tekken 4. Yeah, I think I could tell that from just a glance. Compared to Shibuya earlier, it's nothing but young girls. Right? Since so many young girls come here every day, many of them get scouted to make their debuts in the entertainment world. Wow, so if we're not careful, you might get scouted too. Huh, that's not even possible. Really? I've seen a little bit of Japanese television, and you're at least as cute as the girls I've seen there. Huh? What are you even talking about? Nothing, it's the truth. I know. Hey, want to eat a crab? Huh? Crabs are Harajuku's specialty. I'll go buy one. Ah. Akira, was she acting bashful just now? Ah, you guys are wrong. It didn't say boob. It said boobo. You guys and your perverted minds. I swear. Here, I bought one for you too. Thanks. Anyway, itadakimasu. Itadakimasu. Ham. It's so sweet and good. They keep ordering ham. I don't get it. Huh? Did you get me a different crap from yours? Yeah, I just got you the most popular item on the store's menu. But Akira's looks really tasty too. Okay, at a time like this. Ah, there's the invisible man. Huh? Where? It's mine now, my precious. Huh? Ah. This is great. Wait a minute, what are you doing? Sorry, your crap just looks so delicious. Ah, you can have a bite of my crap too, of course. That's not the problem. Then are you worried about hygiene? That's not it either, it's just an indirect kiss. Huh? Nothing. Well, I'm sorry, we can trade off if you prefer. No, don't worry about it. But I said it's fine, it's fine. Are you sure? Look, let's just eat. Okay. Nom nom. Oh, it's really good. Yeah. Rick's still stealing out of kisses. That guy. Sneaking out of peaks. Hey Aki-chan, what's for dinner tonight? Tonight I was thinking of making curry rice. Yay, I love your curry rice, Aki-chan. Curry, isn't that Indian food? Isn't that the shit Rip eats? Well, curry originated from India, but it came to England from there. It came to Japan from there, and Japanese people reformed it to suit their palates. Reformed it? I guess I've changed a little just from a few days in Japan. The same could happen with food coming to another country too. Curry too, and pasta, and pizza of course. French, Chinese, Asian food, East and West, Japanese people eat food from all countries, and they incorporate them all aggressively into their own food culture. I have an image that Japan is all about sushi and tempura and sukiyaki. But Japanese people really eat a wide variety of food in their daily life. Good luck getting a steak or a taco. By the way, curry is up there with ramen as Japan's national dish now. National dish? That's right, curry rice, curry bread, and even soup curry. There are many variations. I don't think there's a person in Japan who doesn't like curry. Wow, curry's really that popular? In case you don't know, guys, Japan uses like the apple curry. It's much more weak sauce than all the other curries, like Indian curries or Thai curries, when it comes to spiciness. But among those, curry rice is the king of kings. Everyone loves it, from children to adults. Just hearing about it makes me hungry. Doesn't it? Yeah. Ah, that's it. Hey, Aki-chan, help me out, okay? What? You want help? Sure. You don't have to. I can make it myself. You talk to him while I'm making it. But you make dinner every day. I feel bad. Please? You don't have to worry about it. You don't need to worry about it either. But what's wrong? It's not like you to be so dissembling. But it's just... What's wrong? Makoto's asking you to help, so let her. I know she said that Akira was a better cook, but Makoto can't be without skill herself. Akira? Fine, if you insist, I guess One-chan can help me with the cooking. Really? Yeah. Hooray! Good luck, Makoto. I'm looking forward to it. And there's the bad end. You're gonna get poisoned and you die from food poisoning. Leave it to me. That's right. Maybe I can do something too. No, you don't have to worry about it. Instead, you're the one who insisted that One-chan help out. So you're the one who takes responsibility for the final product. Huh? Responsibility? What's she on about? Anyway, Hey, wait a minute, Aki. Maybe I'll let One-chan make the salad. I got it. Responsibility? What's that supposed to mean? She can't possibly. La 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 la. Salad, salad. First, you make the dressing. We'll want lots of seasoning to make it nice and tasty. First, I'll add salt. Huh? Wait, that's almost the whole bag. That's way too much. Now I'll add. What exactly is this? Oh well, I'll throw it right in. I see. This is why Akira was so hesitant. So when she said responsibility, she meant. Here we go. Itadakimasu. Itadakimasu. Here you are. I worked hard on the salad, so do help yourself. Sure. Ah, and you want to put on my special dressing. Thanks. In other news, what is this? Salad? I see some long tortured strands of something sticking out from the bowl. And this dressing is an unnaturally bright green color. Please help yourself. Ugh. ... But it won't get eaten if I just stare at it all day. Itadakimasu. Here we go. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Damn, he got shot. Shots fired. How is it? Deli? Well, there you have it. He got hammed to death. Bad end. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Oh, he's alive. I'm sorry, I thought I had done a good job today. She thought that was a good job? Anyway, at least Akira didn't let her get involved with the curry at all. That curry really was delicious. I guess I know now to leave the cooking at Akira's hand at all times. I'll make sure to do that from now on. Anyway, at least it's over now. Hey One-chan, do you remember what we talked about before dinner? Oh, yes I do. What did you talk about before dinner? About that, he's only got 3 days left in Japan. We'd have time to make the trip, wouldn't we? That's true because I'll be going home in 4 days. That's right, but I was thinking maybe you'd like to go somewhere a little further tomorrow. Somewhere further? Yes, obviously there are still a lot of places you haven't seen in Tokyo, but as long as you're in Japan, we thought you might like to see someplace outside of Tokyo. Someplace outside of Tokyo? Like where? Hehehe. A place no traveler to Japan should be without. Yeah, there's only one place. Ah, what are you talking about? Yes, Kyoto. Kyoto? Kyoto, I would like to go there, but what, do you have a problem with that? I don't have a problem, but I don't know a lot about Kyoto, and even if you want to go tomorrow, I don't even know how we get there. Oh, is that all? Don't worry your head about it. Yeah, we'll go with you. You mean both of you? Of course, I know you haven't gone out with both of us, but we want to go on this trip. Yes, I've been to Kyoto many times before, but this is a special opportunity if you're going. I see. I would never think about it if I was by myself, but having them there would be reassuring. Okay, in that case, let's make a trip. Hooray, then it's settled. Yeah. I know this is sudden, but maybe we should make it an overnight stay in Kyoto. We'll take care of the reservation, so you just get ready for the trip. Got it. Kyoto, eh? Hehe. This should be fun. Hehe, yeah. ... It's a really sudden trip. but I did come all the way to Japan. Getting to look at a lot of different places is one of the joys of travel. Kyoto. I wonder what's waiting for me there. This should be fun. Day 4. Damn, that wasn't the final day? I was tricked. But I had no choice on this day, I guess. Now then, are you two ready? Yeah. Wallets? Check. Change of clothes? Check. Okay, in that case, our 1 night, 2 day stay in Kyoto. Let's go! Now, as for our itinerary from Tokyo to Kyoto, we'll get on the Shinkansen from here at Tokyo Station. The Shinkansen! Wow, what is it? Are you that fired up about riding the Shinkansen? Of course I am! It's the Shinkansen! The Shinkansen! Not only is it the fastest train in the world, it's no lie to say it's the safest, most technologically advanced train out there. Wow, is that so? I'm sure it is. I mean, I've been really hoping to ride the Shinkansen at least once. Wow, I'm so looking forward to this. Hehe, I'm sure you are, but first we need to buy our tickets to get on. Sure, let's do that. First, there are several Shinkansen lines where you get out of Tokyo. The one that gets you to Kyoto is called the Tokaido Shinkansen. Tokaido Shinkansen, right? Yes, there are also 3 kinds of Tokaido Shinkansen. Those are the Nozomi, the Hikari, and the Kodama. That's right, the Kodama stops at every station, but the Hikari and Nozomi only stop at the important ones. They're special express trains in every sense of the word. Between the two, the Hikari takes shorter stops at each station than the Nozomi. There's about 500 kilometers between Tokyo and Kyoto. The Nozomi makes the trip in about 2 hours 20 minutes. 2 hours 20 minutes, that is even faster than I thought. By the way, all the trains cost the same amount, so if you're going to a major station like Kyoto or Osaka, it's better to take the Nozomi. I see. Now about the tickets. To ride the Shinkansen, you'll need both a boarding pass and a special express ticket. Then, you'll choose between free seating or reserved seating. A boarding pass and an express ticket. Then free seating or reserved seating. Dang! A one-way free seating ticket to Kyoto is about 13,000 yen. But a round-trip ticket is a little cheaper each way, so it's best to go round-trip for your boarding pass whenever possible. Round-trip, got it. I'll remember that. That was a $130 train ticket. Now to buy, in Japanese JR stations, there are ticket counters called Midori no Magoguchi, with vending machines in the larger stations. You can also purchase tickets at travel agency counters in some stations. If you go to a travel agency, you can sometimes buy them in a bundle with hotel reservations at a discount price. Wow. Oh right, One-chan, when we go to Kyoto, make sure our seats are... I got it, on the right side, right? Yeah, you always know what I'm thinking, One-chan. Seats on the right side, why? Because... Nope, I'm not telling you right now. You'll see soon enough. What? Now you've got me curious. Tell me. No way. Fair, then... Makoto? No way, One-chan, don't tell him. Yes, I know. Huh. Now first, we buy the tickets, then we'll get a bento and board the train. We're buying bento before we get on the train? Of course, long ago they had restaurant cars on the Shinkansen itself. But as the travel times got faster and faster, they stopped doing it because there was less need to eat a slow meal on the train. So sort of in place of that, they started selling special bento in the larger stations known as ekiben that usually contain the region's special food. Eating an ekiben while chatting with friends and watching the scenery pass by is part of the fun of the train ride. Yeah. In other words, it's a way to make the train trip itself special. That's exactly it. It's not just a mode of transportation, but a part of the journey. This is getting really exciting. So we just bought our bento and got through the gate. Now we wait for the Shinkansen to arrive. Shinkansen, Shinkansen. Hehe. You're as excited as a child. But, it's here. Dang, that phallic shaped train. Dot dot dot. Whoa. That's the Shinkansen. Yes, it's the newest model, the N700. It's the real thing. It's like a perfectly streamlined form. It's like a smart train. It's amazing. You can tell it's fast just by looking at it. Well, it's worth noting that since the trains first started running, the trip time to Kyoto has been reduced by nearly 1 hour. An hour? That's completely amazing when you put it that way. I wonder how hard they must have worked to shrink the time by an hour. Come on, it's fine for us to be excited, but don't space out or the train will leave without us. Hope they show the view. Damn, look at that view. So, have you calmed down a little? Huh? You're insane. I've been calm the whole time. Please. You're insane is my line. You've been spazzing out since we got on the train. More like ever since we got into Japan. Now we've been on the train 40 minutes and you've been spazzing out the whole time. I am not. Don't say you're not spazzing. Come on, let him be. There's nothing wrong with him enjoying himself, right? Yeah, I mean, this is totally amazing. These seats are so comfortable. You can recline them so far. And even though we're racing through at 300 kilometers per hour, I don't feel the slightest vibration. Each seat has its own power outlet, and you can even connect to the internet. I can't believe how advanced Japan is with stuff like this. See, you're completely spazzing right now. Ugh. Now, enough of the flirting, you two. Huh? We're not flirting? Really, from my point of view, it looked exactly like flirting. That's why I'm telling you we're not. It's going to sound like you're protesting too much. Come on, One-chan, you're always quick to say such strange things. Sorry. Anyway, it's about time. Ah. What is it? It's about time for what? Hehehe. Remember earlier when I asked for seats on the right side of the train? You're going to learn why very soon. Ah, it's in sight, you two, look. Ah. Damn, the cinematic view. Mount Fuji? That's Japan's greatest mountain, Mount Fuji. Mount Fuji. That snow-crested peak. That gentle slope. So peaceful and solemn, but with such a presence. How can I describe it? You just did. To just call it beautiful feels almost trite. It's 3,776 meters tall, the tallest active volcano in Japan. Huh? Active volcano? Mount Fuji is an active volcano? Yes, it is. Its last eruption was about 300 years ago, and until 15 years ago, they thought it might have gone dormant. But when they learned that it was still active internally, they reclassified it as an active volcano again. That's an active volcano. They say that the last time it erupted, the ash reached all the way to Tokyo. So far. When we look at the earlier data, we see that Mount Fuji's eruptions have no set period, but the longest dormant period was a little under 300 years. And as One-chan said, the last eruption was 300 years ago. That means it could erupt at any time, yes. ... There are various theories as to why it's called Mount Fuji. One alternative meaning of the word Fuji is unique, while another is undying. Some theorize that the name stems from unique mountain or undying mountain. An undying mountain. Yes, that explains posits that, as an active volcano, the ancients thought of it as a living mountain. A living mountain? Say, can you climb to the top of Mount Fuji? Yes, you can, although you can only get halfway up by car, and past that you need to climb on foot. Generally speaking, lodges on a mountainside only open in summer around July and August. So if you want to climb it, you need to go during that period. I see. Mount Fuji, Japan's greatest mountain. Someday, I'd like to climb it for myself. I guess he has a fetish for tall things. That Rickster. Thank you for riding with us today. Kyoto, Kyoto. Please be sure to have your belongings with you when you disembark. ... Ah, we're here. This is Japan's old capital, Kyoto. Kyoto. Kyoto was Japan's capital for over 1,000 years until it was changed over to Tokyo in 1867. For over 1,000 years. Is Brixton just gonna keep repeating them? Kyoto became capital in the year 794. Before that, Japan's government was based in Nara Prefecture and it moved with each change of the head of state. But in 794, they built a new city on this land. It was known as Heian-kyo, and its layout was based on the contemporary capital of China. That city remained as Japan's capital for over 1,000 years afterward. Such a long time, huh? But, what's wrong? What year did the Edo period start? In 1603. Wasn't Tokyo the center of government during the Edo period? In that case, Kyoto should have stopped being the capital that year. Hehe, you make a good point. It's true that the center of Japanese government was moved to Tokyo during the Edo period. But while the shogun in the Edo had the real power, the former head of the government was not the shogun himself, but the emperor here in Kyoto. So even during the Edo period, the Japanese government was technically centered in Kyoto. And even when it officially moved to Edo, Kyoto and Osaka next door continued to grow as if they were still the capital, right? That's right. I see. You could say that Kyoto is the city that maintains the traditions, forms, and culture of Japan's good old days. I see. I guess even I think of traditional Japanese culture when I think of Kyoto. But still. Hehe. But you'd rather be seeing the town for yourself instead of listening to our lectures, right? Damn, I'm feeling pretty thirsty, guys. I would like some Asahi Sober Dry. Over in the upper left corner. How did you know that? Because we can read your face like a book, right, Akira? Yeah, especially when you're thinking perverted things. No way! Ah, a response like that, wait a minute. You mean you do think those things? No, that's just an automatic response, that's all. What? Are you saying we're lacking in womanly charms? What are you talking about? Do you want me to think those things or not? That's... Oh, you idiot. Of course I don't want you to think about it, you perv. I told you, I'm not. Come on, Aki-chan. Let's put this strange quarrel to rest. Concerning the earlier issue, it's no wonder you're more interested in the modern town. Kyoto is still a major metropolis, after all. So it's still gradually changing as new people and shops come in. I see. Now that you mention it, I can see that it's true. Well, as long as we're here, we really should look all around. So let's cut the chit-chat. It's time for the quick tour. Yes, it is. Dang, she caught him in the vortex. That's what I've been waiting for. So, where should we start? Let me see. I think that's the best place, don't you? That? First, the entry fee, there. What? This ain't an amusing part. This is Kiyomizu-dera, the most famous temple in Kyoto. Dera, a Japanese suffix meaning temple. Kiyomizu-dera. There Rixa goes repeating stuff again. They say Kiyomizu-dera was completed before Kyoto became the capital in the year 778. Before Kyoto was capital, there are temples that old? Kiyomizu-dera is known for how the main hall is just out the side of the mountain. Wow, that's pretty cool. Is that the mountain in the back? The main hall has been rebuilt over and over due to fires, but the last rebuild was in 1633, so it's still quite old. It was built around 400 years ago then. It's standard for the stone buildings of America and Europe to survive that long, but for these eastern wooden structures to last so long shows the care that goes into them. I know, do you know the Japanese phrase, jump from the stage at Kiyomizu? Meaning to plunge headfirst into something? The stage at Kiyomizu, it refers to this building? Yes, they say that if you screw up your courage and jump from here, your wish will come true. They say that in the old days, many men really would make the jump to show their determination. From here, but it's really far down. Yeah, they say some people really died trying it. Honestly, men are such idiots. I can't help but agree with you there. Dang, Rick's the traitor to men everywhere. As long as we're here, let's go to the Ottawa waterfall below. The Ottawa waterfall? Yes, it's a small waterfall consisting of 3 narrow streams. The waterfall has existed for over 1,000 years. Back then, people said that the water would confer wealth or long life. They loved it as the fountain of youth. The Fountain of Youth? Okay, let's check it out. Damn, Rick just got so excited for it, because he's an old man. Whoa, there really are 3 trails of water here. Each stream confers its own blessings. From right to left, they confer academic success, health, and love respectively. Academics, health, and love. So then, starting from the right, I take the water from each and drink it? Okay, let's start with the water of academics. Gulp, gulp. Now the water of health, then the water of love. Gulp, gulp, gulp. Phew, it's delicious. It really could be the fountain of youth. Dot, dot, dot. Dot, dot, dot. Huh? Now that I think about it, you guys only drank from the health and love springs and none from the academics one. How come? Ah, well, right? Yes. What? You both look so serious. The truth is, it's said that anyone greedy enough to try to drink from all 3 rivers will be denied their blessings. What? Wait, is that true? Yes, I'm sorry to say. No way, why didn't you tell me that earlier? Because that would have made it so much less funny. Dang, denied his wish and denied the blessings? Rixa is so greedy. Sorry about that. So I didn't earn any blessings today. Arg, I could have used the blessings of love at least. You sure can. Though now that I think about it, Makoto and Akira both drank from the love spring. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Whoa! I skipped too fast, but basically he just paid the fare. Okay, our next Kyoto sightseeing spot is here. Dang, more temples? Whoa! This is the Kinkaku-ji. Ji, a Japanese suffix meaning temple. An alternative reading of Dera. Kinkaku. The kin in Kinkaku is a reference to the grand golden color of the temple. The name is actually a nickname. What's his real name? I know it. It's Rokuonji, right? That's right. You really know your stuff, Akira. Hold your applause till the end. I still know lots more about the Rokuonji. Then why don't you tell us all about it, Akira? Hehehe, leave it to me. The fact is, there was already a temple here in the 13th century, but the noble who commissioned it was put to death for conspiring against the emperor, and it fell into ruin. Then, around the end of the 14th century, the shogun Ashikaga Yoshimitsu fixed it up and built a new temple, which he called Rokuonji. Dang, he flashed it. Wow, is that really what happened? Yes, she's exactly right. Wait a minute, why are you asking One-chan for confirmation? No reason, just wanted to be sure. Huh, let me tell you, this isn't all I know. I also know that when the temple was completed, the grounds around it were larger, and that it completely burned down once. Burned down the temple? Was it in a war or what? Bleh, sorry. It burned down just 60 years ago. It was arson. Arson? You mean someone set fire to it? Yeah, in 1950 by a young monk still in training. A monk committed arson? That's right. The temple was already a famous national treasure at that time, so it caused a huge stir. I see, that makes sense. Then a world famous author named Mishima Yukio wrote a novel about it. Damn Mishimas and Yoshimitsu's. I see what is going on here. The name of the novel is, of course, Kinkakuji. Wow, Akira, you really know a lot about the Kinkakuji. I told you I knew a lot about it. So, have you read the novel? No. Oh dear. Mishima Yukio is Kinkakuji's has been translated into many other languages, so you should read it if you get the chance. Sure, I will. He probably wrote it after visiting the place for himself, so it'll probably be more interesting now than if I read it before. I'll be sure to look around for it when I get home. I think I might try to read it when I get home too. Hehehe, I see. I think you would get a lot out of it, Akira. The Kinkakuji, eh? The walls are struck with gold leaf, so it's as gold as the name suggests. I heard that ancient Europe referred to Japan as Hipang, the land of gold. But looking at this, I can see why Marco Polo would have felt that way. What do you think of Kyoto so far? Let's see, at first I wasn't really seeing the town's history and culture at all. The more we walk around, the more I feel the traditional atmosphere seeping in all over. That's right. Kyoto has a lot of temples and shrines, so you can walk from temple to temple and shrine to shrine. Just walking around can give you a deep impression of the town. Yeah, that's really true. But how do I say this? It's more than that. There's, like, even among the smallest shops in town, so many of them sell traditional craft goods. So that also gives me the impression of a town that values its history. That's true. While Kyoto continues to expand, the city as a whole does protect its traditions. I think that's what makes it amazing. Preserving its history while taking in the new, eh? But now that I think about it, I think Tokyo has a similar sort of atmosphere. With Kyoto, it just feels a whole lot sharper. When I think about it that way, Kyoto really is like a representation of Japan itself. Ah, that's it. There's one thing that surprised me in coming to Kyoto. Surprised you? What is it? You know, the language. Language? Ah, I see. It's because it's not like Tokyo Japanese. That's right. It's a dialect, right? The accent and the words people here use is nothing like the Japanese I know. That's true. People in Kyoto and nearby Osaka and Kobe speak what's called Kansai-ben. Kansai-ben. Yes. Specifically, Kobe Bryant and Osaka and Kyoto all have their own dialects, but the general term for it is Kansai-ben. Kansai-ben, I see. It's hard for even native Japanese to imitate Kansai-ben. It's a unique way of speaking. I see, but how should I say, it feels like it has nuances that I don't hear in the Japanese of Tokyo. That's true, it's fast-paced and kinda funny. That's right, when you listen in on an exchange it almost sounds like they might burst out laughing. You remember what I said before, that Kyoto was the capital of Japan long ago? While that was going on, the city of Osaka was also developing next door. Osaka developed as a merchant city. They based their lives around merchant culture. So I think their language developed around the interaction between a shop owner and customer. Making a customer feel comfortable is so important in the business world. You mean, they make them laugh so they feel relaxed and feel more like buying things? It's just my own speculation, but I wonder if it might not be true. The real Kansai has done a lot to develop comedians and comedy culture, so you might hear Kansai-ben on TV too. Now that I think about it, it sounds really cute when girls speak it too. We don't speak Kansai Ben. Does that mean you don't think we're cute? That's not it. That's not what I was trying to say at all. So you're saying you wish we both spoke Kansai Ben? That's right. That's exactly the same complaint. Even without speaking Kansai Ben, I think we make a good comedy team, don't you? ... Anyway, let's go to one last place today. It's very close to where we are now. What kind of temple is it this time? Oh my, we're not going to a temple. Really? Then where are we? Ta-da! This is Kyoto's premier entertainment district, Gion. Wow, but the buildings still have an older, refined feeling to them. The town of Gion is the gateway to the Yasaka Shrine. It's basically a town that sprang up along the road to the shrine. The name Gion comes from the fact that the Yasaka Shrine was once known as the Gion Shrine. I see, so is there something on the street? Like what? Well, it's certainly a very beautiful street, and it has a refined atmosphere. But isn't there like a famous building or... Yeah, there's nothing like that here, but in its place... In its place? Ah, look there, walking towards us. Is it... Walking? Is it pull carts? Ah. There's a woman walking toward us. Tiny red lips on a face made up in white. Geishas? And such a beautiful kimono. Is that a high-class geisha? Sort of, but geisha is only for Tokyo. In Kyoto, they are called Gaiko. They save you 15% on your car insurance. Gaiko. Yes, and young apprentice Gaiko are known as Maiko. She looks young, so she's probably a Maiko. Ah, she just turned to us and bowed. She's so cute. Hey, One-chan, I hear back in the day, Maiko girls were around 10 years old. Is that true? That is what they say. 10 years old? They started that young? Yeah, because Maiko and Gaiko would play instruments at banquets and sing and dance. They were like flowers used to add life to a party. And men of high standing and rank would come to them. So in order to keep them from offending anyone, they received strict instruction in discipline and manners from a very young age. That's the kind of system it was. So for all its beauty, their world was a harsh one too. Yes, but in these days, it's seen as problematic to make children work so hard. Nowadays, you can't begin micro-training until you finish school. I saw on TV before too, that there are fewer and fewer women who want to become Maiko these days. I guess that's true in all countries. Jobs that were started long ago are gradually declining. Humanity is declining. Has declined. It's too bad, but... yeah. Ah, but then the TV said that more people want to do it nowadays compared to before. But they say that the training is so strict that many people just up and quit. Just because you want it doesn't mean that you'll succeed. But Maiko and Gaiko are part of an amazing culture. There must be more people who want to carry it on. That's it. As long as we're here, why don't we call it Gaiko-san tonight and... Unfortunately, that's not possible. Huh? Why not? The girls will refuse first-time customers. Most people have to be referred by an existing customer. I see. There are some exceptions lately. I hear there are some events where you can hire a Gaiko for a brief period of time. But it probably takes a lot of money, right? I see. I guess that's true. Sorry, Ricksta. No prostitution on your trip. I mean, escorting. Yeah, I understand that. It was just an idea. When you say it like that, I can tell you're really upset about it. I told you, I was joking. I don't think you were. Anyway, as long as we're here, we should stop by the Yasaka Shrine, then back to our hotel. Okay. Whew. We visited the Yasaka Shrine, which was beautiful. Our hotel might be more humble than the walls where Gaiko perform, but it was still a nice place. The food in Kyoto tastes completely different from the food in Tokyo too. Kyoto was a nice place, not at all inferior to Tokyo. Just one day doesn't seem like enough to experience it all. But tomorrow I go back to Tokyo, and in 3 days' time, I go home. I've got to make the most of Japan in the time I've got left. Day 5. Another beautiful day. They said on the news yesterday that it was set to rain in Tokyo. So the good weather follow me on this trip. Should be a good sign of things to come, right? Nah. Okay, day 2 in Kyoto. Let's get started. Our next destination is a temple called the Ryoanji. Ryoanji? The Ryoanji is a magnificent temple, of course, but it has a number of other charms to the people who visit it. It has other charms? What do you think? What could it be? I give up, I have no idea. The answer is... First, the entry fee, there. Cost you $7.25 to get in. This rock garden. Wait, why are you being so quiet? Ah, sorry, I got kind of sucked in this Zen bonsai garden thing. Anyway, how do I say this? A garden made out of rocks and sand with no trees. It feels kind of empty. It sounds strange, but when I look at it long enough, it starts to look like islands in the ocean. Wow, that's amazing. Huh? What's amazing? This type of garden is called a kare sansui. As you say, it symbolizes mountains and water without the use of water. I see. I think you stumbled upon its meaning without realizing it. So maybe I got a little closer to being Japanese in these few days. Heh, maybe so. Yep, Rickster is totally turning Japanese. I really think so. Anyway, who created this garden? It's such a high level artistry, it must be someone famous, right? To tell the truth, no one really knows. Really? Yes, they say it was made sometime in the 15th century and there are varying theories as to its creator, but no one knows for sure. I see. But that's not the only thing we don't know. Huh? There's another mystery about it? Take a good look. How many stones do you see in the garden? Stones? 1, 2, 3... Are there 14 in all? That's what it looks like, right? But since you asked that, it must mean... Yes, there are really 15 stones in all. Wait, let me count again. 1, 2, 3... Ah, you're right. There's another stone hidden behind that one. The garden was designed so that there's only one spot where you can see all 15 stones at once. Wow. The Stoa in the Vatican was built so that the two rings of pillars line up perfectly when you stand at the center of the plaza. This is kind of the opposite effect. The garden itself is built on a slight decline, so the height of the stones in the back wall seem to change height from some angles. There are optical illusions like that all around the garden. That's amazing. What a complicated garden. But I could never have come up with something so complicated. It feels like it must be imbued with all sorts of deep meaning. Naturally. So what are the meanings behind it? You need to figure it out for yourself. That's the meaning of Zen. What? But that's mean. Come on, Aki-chan. Stop teasing him and tell him the truth. Huh? The truth? Sorry. To tell you the truth, no one knows the deepest meaning of this garden. Really? Yes, there are many theories, of course, but no one knows which of the theories are really true, and we may never really know. I see. But like Aki-chan said, because there is no answer, that means you can figure it out for yourself. That part of it really is the meaning of Zen. I know, right? That's why I really meant when I said that. Liar. What's with that look? Got something to say? Not at all. Rick's up, backing out. We've been walking around a lot all day, but there's so much to see in Kyoto. There is. We've only been hitting up the main spots, so you can't see it all in just a day or two. Anyway, we better get out of here before evening. We have time to see about one more place. Which means the next thing we see will be our last. That's right! And I know just the place for us to go. The place to go? Where is that? That is... Hot Springs. Hot Springs. $47 to get in, it has to be Hot Springs. Here. I get it. This is... You paid $47 to get into Universal Studios. This is the Uzumasa Movie Village. It's a theme park, a recreation of an Edo period village. Amazing, I never knew this was here. It takes about 30 minutes by train from Kyoto, but I really wanted to show it to you. I see, these are very rare in Japan, but they're quite fun, especially. A recreation of ancient Japan. I see, then this is... You're in a daze. Huh? Ah, sorry, I just... Don't worry about it, I'm just happy that you seem to be having fun. Yeah, I'm really glad we came here, thanks. Sure. She's shy. Oh, Nei-chan, stop it, you're doing it again. Ah, that reminds me, you called this a movie village earlier. Ah, originally a lot of Japanese movie companies would film here. Because a lot of our movies back then were jidaigeki. Jidaigeki, literally, period films, often used to refer to samurai movies. So most of the jidaigeki ended up getting filmed here. Then a part of the set was moved for the public to enjoy, which is why it's called Uzumasa Movie Village. That's right. I see, that's interesting. What's really amazing is that they didn't just recreate the surface of the buildings, you can actually walk around and experience the town for yourself. Wow, so what kind of things can you do? Let's see, for instance, there are exhibits about the filming process. And you can experience the traditional culture of Kyoto. I see. And there are Chambara shows too. Chambara, a genre of action-oriented samurai films, referring to the clashing of swords. Chambara? And you don't just watch them, they'll really teach you the Chambara style. Whoa, you can really try Chambara? I'm not sure about that, but we can at least do that. That? What's that? It's... You'll see when we get there. That's right, so let's go. Huh? Wait, this is... Well, which do you want? You have to choose. Actually, why don't you choose for us too? Choose for you? Me? Yeah, let's do it that way. Okay then. And let me warn you, you better choose seriously. I know. Let's see, for the two of you. $123? I'm ready. Are you guys still changing? Well, women always take longer to get ready. That misogyny. Here we are. Huh? Whoa! Ta-da! How is it? Do you like it? I'm sorry we took so much time. You guys look so amazing! Thank you. You don't look so bad yourself. Really? I couldn't really say. Do I look like a samurai? Yeah, you look like a dashing samurai. Seriously? Yeah, you look like a dashing villainous governor. Ha! Evil governor. I mean, that's not a compliment at all. Took you long enough. Fair. But anyway, I didn't think I'd get to dress up like this. And moreover, yeah, the girls really look amazing. They always look great, but I think I prefer them in the Japanese style clothes. Dot dot dot. What's wrong, Akira? I just don't think I can accept this. Can accept what? You picked a princess costume for my sister, so why did you make me a lady samurai? I wanted to be more feminine, like a Maiko, or... I wouldn't have minded a princess outfit like Onei-chan's either. Well, You just what? I just kind of... Just spit it out already. It's just... Akira is such a happy, active girl. I think this suits her better than princess clothes. Ah. Right? Don't you think, Makoto? Yes, I do. As her older sister, I also think that outfit brings out her charm a bit more than the others. Hang on a minute here, what are you guys talking about in English? But while I know you're saying it in English so she won't understand, I think you should probably tell her. But I don't know what she'll do to me if I tell her that. Come on, stop leaving me out of the conversation. I don't think it will be bad. She'll be happy to hear it. Are you sure? I'm sure. I know you guys are saying bad things about me. We are not. We're complimenting you. You're lying. Fine then. You're saying I don't look good in pretty things. Come on now. Don't pout. Fine, villainous governors who enter into conspiracy will face my judgment. Prepare yourself. Let's do this. Huh? Whoa, wait a second there. It's dangerous to swing a sword around. Resistance is useless. Whoa, have a taste of hell. Alright, Rick is dead. Game over. That's what happens when you piss off the samurai chick. Damn, we're already on the train right back. 193 bucks for that train ride? Thank you for riding the Shinkansen today. The train will. Just 2 days. Such a brief 2 days, but we got so much done. There's so many places we didn't get to go. Next time I go to Japan, I'll have to come here again. Farewell, Kyoto, until we meet again. Huh? It's awfully quiet right now. What are they? Wow, Makoto's already asleep? I guess it's natural after all the walking we did. So is Akira? Nope, Akira's awake, but... Sigh. What's wrong, Akira? Tired? Dot dot dot. No. I'm not so tired though. Huh? Sigh. It's no use. What's no use? English. I can't speak it. Oh, that was English just now? I thought she was talking to me in Japanese. Why can't I be more like Onei-chan? Like Makoto? Yeah, I've kinda been thinking about that since we came to Kyoto. Thinking that, I wish I could be more like Onei-chan. Onei-chan's always been so beautiful and kind, and she knows everything. She even speaks English. She's amazing. Don't you think so too? Onei-chan is amazing. Yeah, she's certainly knowledgeable and pretty and good at English. Ah, but remember, she's not as good at cooking as you are, Akira. Well, that's true, but that's not such an important thing. You think so? I think cooking is an amazing skill to have. Every waifu should be able to cook. What? Nothing, thank you. Ah, sure. But even so, I can't really compete with Onei-chan. Dot dot dot. Onei-chan is... I've always been so proud to have her as a sister. Ever since we were kids. Our relatives always crowded around her. Mako-chan is so cute. Mako-chan is so smart. They always praised her like that. When they did, I felt so happy for her, as if every compliment to her was a compliment to me as well. But it really was her that they were complimenting, not me. Akira. Ah, but don't mistake me. It's not that I'm Higanderu or anything. Higanderu? Ah, you haven't heard it? How to explain it? I think it's like jealousy, sort of? Ah. Right, yeah. It's not like I'm jealous of One-chan or anything. It's just, sometimes I really hate myself. Hate yourself? Compared to One-chan, I feel so inferior. And the more I think about it, the more I start to hate myself. That's awful. When I was a kid, my parents recommended that I take English classes with One-chan. But I didn't go. I was too afraid of being compared with her. Her sister speaks so well and Akira so poorly. I was afraid they'd say something like that. I don't think that would. Yeah, I know. I guess I really am being just Hikarandu. But even though I know that, I can't help but think it. So I build up this Jiko Kennel. And I get even more sensitive about not speaking English. Jiko Kennel. Self-loathing? Ah, sorry. Do you know what Jiko Kennel means? Ah, yeah, I think I do. It means you start to hate yourself, right? Yeah, that's right. ... Akira? Ah, but I really wish I had just done it. Huh? If I just taken the classes, I wouldn't feel frustrated as often now. I'd be able to talk to you in your native language as easily as One-chan did today. ... Maybe then, I wouldn't have to act so tough, and I could just... Ari no mama mo mune no ura wo arara ni suru. Mune? Look, I'm sorry. That thing you just said was a little too complicated for me to understand. Ah, you don't have to apologize, just... I guess I was using harder words on purpose. On purpose? Yeah, on purpose. Why? That's a secret. A secret. I wonder what she's talking about. I really do. I wish I worked harder on studying English if I had. Phew. Not long after, Akira fell asleep and I was left to ponder the real meaning of her words. Once they woke up. Tadaima. Tadaima. Whew, I'm beat. It looks like Akira's back to her usual self. We were only away for a day, but really makes you appreciate the home you got. Ah, I know how you feel. Really, maybe that's one of those human traits that crosses all cultures then. Anyway, it's gone by so fast, hasn't it? Huh? The time since you've got here, it's gone by in the blink of an eye. And now you have to go home in 2 days. Ah, yeah. You'll be heading out early? Ah, yeah, I think I have to leave in the morning, probably. I see, then tomorrow will be your last day for sightseeing. Yeah. Is there anything you'd like to see tomorrow? I don't know, I have to think about it. I see, it's your last day of sightseeing, so you should really make the most of it. Yeah. That's right. Like Makoto said, tomorrow will be our last day to look around the city. Where should I go tomorrow? No, the thing I should be asking myself isn't where to go, it's who to go with. For my last day of sightseeing, I want... Hey, you up? Dang, she's sneaking into Rick's room? Huh? It's Akira, can I come in? Akira? Sure, come on in. Sorry, I know you must be tired. Ah, no, it's fine. I'm not even in bed yet. I see. Ah, Akira, what could you want at this time of night? Look, there's something I need to ask you. Sure. Have you decided, like, where you want to go tomorrow? Not yet. Okay, do you want to go to Yokohama with me? Go with you? Yeah, to Yokohama. How about it? Um, you don't have to. If you don't want to, I don't mind. Not at all, I do want to. I totally want to. Really? Then, okay, Yokohama? Tomorrow, okay, I've been wanting to see Yokohama. See. That's good. Yeah. So anyway, see you tomorrow. Got it, Yokohama, huh? This should be fun. Yeah, anyway, good night. Good night. Phew. Only Rixa would say phew when she leaves his room at night instead of staying. I know I said I wanted to go, but I honestly have no idea what Yokohama is. But I don't mind going at all, because more than where I want to go, it's who I want to go with. Tomorrow. This is my last day to take a trip with Akira. I hope it will be a good day. Dawn of the final day. I am so disappointed. I am very disappointed. Alright guys, I'm getting a little bit dizzy, so I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be right back. Get your restroom breaks in while you can. Oh no. Okay guys, I'm back. Sorry for the break, but you know, it's important to get hydrated. You gotta get your snacks in. Yeah, don't game for too long without taking breaks. Or having snacks handy. Alright, back to game. Yeah, great weather again today. This is my last day to look around Japan. Akira said she'd take me out to Yokohama. Okay, let's make my last day here the best. So, are you ready to head out? Yeah, completely. Okay, then let's start. Yawn. Akira, you look really sleepy. Are you okay? Sorry, I'm fine. Don't worry about me. But you really don't look well. Do you think you might be coming down with something? If it's too much of a bother, you don't have to come with me today. Are you saying you don't want to go with me? That's not it. That's not what I'm saying at all. It's just that if you're sick, I don't want... And that's why I said I'm fine and not to worry about it, right? That's true, but... Anyway, let's get going. We want as much time as possible to look around, right? Yeah. I know she said she's fine, but I wonder if that's true. Just last week, she got out with me so often, done so much, and she just got back from Kyoto. I wonder if all the activities catching up with her. By the way, do you know much about Yokohama? Not very much, really. Not much? Well, to tell you the truth, until you asked me yesterday, you could say I didn't know anything about it at all. I see. Sorry. You don't have to apologize. But it's like I lied to you. I told you not to worry about it. It means all my hard work wasn't in vain. Huh? Nothing. Just talking to myself. Speaking of which, you don't know where Yokohama is, do you? No, embarrassingly enough. It's next to Tokyo. It's a harbor town in Kanagawa Prefecture. So it's not in Tokyo. I guess it must be pretty far. Nothing to worry about. It may be one prefecture over, so you can still get there directly from a large station like Tokyo or Ikebukuro. And it doesn't take long at all. It can't be more than 30 minutes from either station. I see, I guess it would take longer to go to places within Tokyo that requires a lot of changing trains, huh? That's about right. Anyway, I'll save the detailed descriptions of Yokohama for after we get there. Okay. Sounds legit. Eating our $9.43 of fare money. Well, here we are. This is Yokohama. Yes, this is one of Yokohama's most famous tourist spots, Harborview Park. Harborview Park. See, you can see the whole city from up here. I wonder if we can see the Minato Mirai 21 from here. Minato Mirai? It's an amusement park. It has Japan's tallest building, the Landmark Tower, and a big Ferris wheel called Yokohama Cosmo World. Anyway, it's kind of like the heart of Yokohama. It's strange. We should be able to see Yokohama Harbor. Isn't that the harbor over there? Huh? See, there are boats docking. You're right. That means the harbor that the park overlooks. Oh, come on. What an annoying name. Akira? That's right. I haven't told you about Yokohama yet. This place, Yokohama, was an itty-bitty fishing village 150 years ago. Small? This place? Yeah, there were less than 100 houses here. It was that small. 100 houses? How did it get to be such a big city in such a short time? Well, because American ships came. American. Until then, Japan was in a period called the Sakoku, in which trade with most countries was forbidden. But in 1863, an American named Admiral Perry came to Japan to open our borders. The Sakoku came to an end, and Yokohama was chosen as the vanguard of trade with other countries. In other words, it was a window to foreign trade? That's right. Afterwards, Yokohama turned from a sleepy fishing village to a town filled with cutting-edge foreign culture overnight. And within a mere 150 years, it became the huge city you see today. Wow. You could say that Japan's modernization began right here in Yokohama. When Yokohama became a foreign trade port, this whole area was designed to cater to foreigners. So they built a lot of Western style buildings in this area and it became a big tourist spot. Western style, huh? Yeah, I see the Golden Gate Bridge in the back. Yeah, anyway, as long as we're here, you want to look around? Yeah, I think so. Check out the sights. This looks like the exact same area. This area is called the Yamate Chiku in Japanese. In English, I think you call it Yamate Burahu. Burahu? I bet she means bluff. And because people from consulates for European countries like England and France lived here, it became an upper-class residential district. See, do you see all the adorable houses? Yeah, I see what you mean. It really is strange having all these European-style houses in the middle of a Japanese town. But from our standpoint, I guess it doesn't seem that strange at all. But right now, I'm more worried about how unwell Akira's been looking since this morning. She looked exhausted the whole time on the train. Hey Akira, are you sure you're okay? Huh? I'm fine. Why do you ask? It's just, you look completely exhausted. Hey, if you're really tired, you don't have to force yourself. I told you, I'm fine. I'm not tired at all. I hope not, but... Anyway, let's get going to the next destination. Sure. Anyway, I just have to keep my eye on her. Here we are. This is Chinatown, right? Wow, that's amazing. You got it right off the bat. Hey, what, they got a Chinatown in Japan? I see how it is. I think it would be obvious for anyone looking at it. The Chinatown in Yokohama is said to be Japan's biggest, alongside the ones in Nagasaki and Kobe. It does seem pretty big for a Chinatown. Right? Originally, this area was a settlement for Europeans who came to trade here, they say. I see, so how did it end up as a Chinatown? Hehehe, you've been listening. Because when Japan opened her doors, there weren't many people who spoke foreign languages. So the Europeans would bring Chinese people with them since they could communicate with the Japanese in writing. They say the area where those Chinese people lived became the basis for this Chinatown, but back in those days, the Europeans still outnumbered the Chinese in the area. Wow. All that changed in 1920, 1923, I think. There was a terrifying earthquake called the Great Kanto Earthquake. Over 140,000 people died. It's called the greatest disaster in Japanese history. Holy crap! 140,000? Must have been a lot of damage. There was. The damage was so bad, people were even thinking of moving the capital to somewhere else. If that happened, Tokyo wouldn't have become the city it is today. Anyway, the Great Kanto earthquake caused a lot of the foreigners in this area to move back to their home countries. They say screw that! And the ones who inherited were the Chinese. In the years that followed, the region developed into the big Chinatown we see today. I see. Yeah, hey, do you know Sanbun? Sanbun? I think you call him Sun Yat-sen in English? Oh, Sun Yat-sen. We studied him in my history class. He was a Chinese revolutionary, right? Yes, a revolutionary. They say after he was exiled, he spent some time here in this town and continued his revolutionary work. Wow, I didn't know that. Anyway, one of the highlights of Yokohama Chinatown is the Kantei Byo. Kantei? Yeah, it's a byo venerating one of China's most famous military generals. Byo? A byo is where you worship ancestors or other great people. I think you call it mausoleum in English? Ah, you mean a mausoleum. So Kantei was the name of a really strong general who lived in China around 200 AD. He had a really long beard, and he's renowned for his sense of duty not just in China but Japan as well. Yeah, we call him Guan Yu. Have you ever read the Sankokushi? I think it's translated in English under the title Romance of the Three Kingdoms. Ah, I've never read it, but I know of it. They use it a lot as a motif in anime and games, right? Right, the General Kan Yu that you see in those anime is the Kantei venerated here. Right, but my image of Kan Yu is totally as a girl. That tells me a lot about your anime viewing habits. Stop watching freaking Shin Muso. By the way, the building only dates back to the 40s, but the site itself is over 150 years old. In other words, Kanu-san has been protecting this area for 150 years. So he's like a protective spirit. That's right. As long as we're here, would you like to pay tribute? Sure, right. Damn, that Koihime Muso. This area really feels like a total Chinatown. So many Chinese restaurants, see? And all these odd little shops up and down the street. I see. Hey, look at that one. It's full of cute little trinkets. It is. I've never seen anything like these. It's amazing. Please don't buy trinkets in Chinatown. It's the lowest denominator stuff. Sometimes bootleg. Usually bootleg. Isn't it? That's what I said, but there are really lots of Chinatowns all over the world. There are reasonable Chinese restaurants even in my town. I mean, it's not that I hate Chinatowns or I'm bored or anything, I really am worried about Akira. I'm grateful to her for explaining so much to me, but she really does seem less energetic than usual. She's not smiling or getting mad at me the way she usually does. I really feel like she's forcing it. Ah, hey, what's that? That delicious smell wafting through the air. Want to eat Akira? It'll be my treat. Up, collapsing waifu incoming. Akira? Hey, Akira! Huh? Don't say huh, didn't you hear what I said? Huh? Oh yeah, of course I heard it. Where was I? You were talking about all the shops in this Chinatown. Ah, right, yeah, I was talking about the number of shops. Yeah, I know all about that. I think Akira is definitely... That's it! There are over 600 stores in Chinatown and almost 250 of them are Chinese restaurants. There's so many, I bet it's hard to decide which one to pick. Ah, speaking of food, I think I'm getting a little hungry. Hey, it's about that time. Let's get something to... Akira. What? You're not hungry at all? It's not that, just... Maybe it's time we went home? Huh? ... What? You're not having fun? That's not it. It's not that at all. Just what? I really think you're under the weather today, Akira. I think it's best if we just get home. ... Right? There's no point in pushing yourself so much if you get sick. Said I'm fine. Huh? I told you, I'm just fine. But don't butt me. If I said I'm fine, I'm fine. Akira. By the same token, if you're bored, just say you're bored. If so, I'm not. That's not it. That's not it, sort of. Can I really say that I wouldn't have preferred that we go somewhere else, at least a little? Or maybe what I'm thinking is, if we got somewhere else, I could have seen more of Akira's expressions. Yeah, you didn't say anything. That means you're bored. No, that's not it. That's not it at all. Just... I get it. Huh? Get what? You want to go home? Then fine, go home. No, I didn't say I want to go home. Yeah, then like you said, I'm not feeling well, so I'll go home. Is that what you want? It's not like that at all. And once I'm gone, you can go wherever you want. I'll go home just like you want, so... Wherever I want, by myself? Well, you think I'm boring, don't you? Then I'll stop wasting your time. It's your last day and you want to go somewhere more fun, don't you? So I'm going. Akira? Wait, Akira? Hey, Akira! Akira! That's... whoa... Rickster, what are you doing, man? Screwing up so bad. I ended up chasing after Akira and we really ended up going home. No matter how I tried to talk with her on the train, she wouldn't respond. I guess losing her temper like this is more proof that she's not feeling well. Anyway, I'll let her take it easy today. ... Akira? Why did you come with me? Well, I can't just go sightseeing while you go home alone. That's why I told you I was fine. Even so, hey, come on, where are you going? The house is that way. The supermarket. I forgot to get one of the ingredients for tonight. I told you not to worry about that. We'll get dinner somewhere, like at that konbini over there. See, so don't worry about it and just... Akira? Okay, I got it. If you want a konbini bento for your last day, you can just buy it yourself. I don't care anymore. She wanted to cook for you on the last day. Come on, man. Akira? Akira, she's so fast, I have to catch her. She got away from me. Akira, she ran into her room and won't come out. Did I say something to offend her? I was just worried about her. Looks like Makoto's gone off somewhere too. The house is so quiet like this. It's never been like this before. Akira, this is my last day here in Japan. Why did it have to turn out like this? Why? Tadaima. Ah, Makoto. You're back already? That was fast. Well... speaking of which, where is Akira? In her room? Yeah. Dot dot dots. What's wrong? Did something happen? Did you try to make a pass at her or something? No way, I would never do that. He would never do that. I'm kidding. No matter how shameless you are, you never do something like that. So, did something happen? He didn't deny being shameless. Well, sort of, but sort of not. And told her the whole story. When you put it that way, I bet it was... Was what? Makoto? I can't do it. It's not my place to explain it. You'll just have to figure it out. That's cruel. Anyway, if Akira won't come out, we'll have to figure out something for dinner. It's your last night here, so maybe I ought to whip up something myself. Huh? Whip up something? Makoto's going to cook? Let's see what's in the fridge. Wait, Makoto. La 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 la. If I don't stop her, this is going to turn into another disaster. Huh? What's wrong? Look, in the fridge. It's packed with ingredients. Oh, you're right. Why is there so much in here? Dot dot dot. You don't know? Huh? I think I know. If you know, then what is it? You're hopeless. Here, let me give you a hint. Hint? Have a look in the entrance. Entrance? Is there something in the entrance? Just go and look. Just go and look. What could it be? This is Akira's bag? She was carrying it. Huh? There's a book peeking out. This is... Makoto, this is... Do you know what that is? This is a Yokohama guidebook. Did you look inside? I saw. Yes, so that's the entirety of my hint. As for the answer... Well, it looks like you've gotten it. Yeah. The Yokohama guidebook Akira was carrying. All the best sightseeing routes. All the most popular sightseeing spots. And all kinds of information about them. She had checked them all in such detail. I imagine that was the first time she's been to Yokohama. The first time. So she probably must have checked it all in detail. She probably stayed up all night. So it's not that she wasn't feeling well. And after that, page after page, there's notes handwritten all over them. Was this all so she could give me a tour? I told you not to worry about it. It means all my hard work wasn't in vain. Ricksta, what a jerk. It's strange. We should be able to see Yokohama Harbor. But in 1863, an American named Admiral Perry came to Japan to open our borders. All that changed in 1920, 1923, I think. She did all this work for Ricksta, and he just blew her off. Then that was all because, and here and there she's translated the harder words into English, even though she's so bad at English. This area is called the Yamate Chiko in Japanese. In English, I think you call it Yamate Barahu. I think you call him Sun Yat-sen in English. Bio is where you worship ancestors or great people. I think you call it mausoleum in English. Have you ever read the Sankokushi? I think it's translated in English under the title The Romance of Three Kingdoms. Akira. She really is an awkward one, that girl. ... But she really tried so hard to prepare and wrote down all the English she's so bad at. Then all the ingredients in the fridge are probably the same reason Dot dot dot. She didn't want you worrying about her today. She wanted you to think highly of her. To think highly of her. That's why she worked so hard. And after all that, I just... Akira! Akira. Dot dot dot. You can't stay in there, just hear me out. Dot dot dot. Look, I'm sorry. I didn't know how much you'd been preparing for today. I didn't even think about it. Now I know how hard you worked for me. And after all that, I just ruined it. It's like I just trampled on all your efforts. Dot dot dot. Akira, I guess she won't come out. Listen, Akira. Maybe it's too late now, but I just want to say one thing. I'm sorry about today. And thank you. Damn, a nighttime bedroom scene? Is this how it's gonna end? She won't come out of her room. She won't even talk to me. I guess I must have hurt her really bad. On my last night here. If I had realized her feelings even just a little bit, then maybe I could have had a better night in my last day here. And then... maybe I could have told Akira how I feel about her. How I feel. Yes, I think I... but there's no way I can do that now. Dot dot dot. Maybe tomorrow. I hope she'll talk with me at least a little bit tomorrow. If she does, then... nope. You're done, man. It's the next day. You're out of here. I guess she isn't coming out. Yeah. I'm sure she knew when you'd be heading out, but I guess she just wants to be stubborn. Dot dot dot. I really am sorry. I'll try to call her one more time. Don't. Huh? Don't bother. It's time. We have to go. But I really would have liked to see her one last time. To hear her voice, but let's go, Makoto. At least say goodbye to her. I left a letter in front of the door to her room. As long as she reads that, it should be okay. A letter? Yeah. All my feelings, all my thoughts are in that letter. As long as she understands how I feel, Are you sure? Yeah. I see. I understand. Dot dot dot. It was just a week, and I don't feel like leaving it behind like this, but this house and Akira. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks for coming to see me off. It was nothing. I hope you see us again sometime. Sure, and you should visit my town sometime. Sure, I'll definitely try. Anyway, bye. Yes, bye. Farewell. Farewell, Japan. And... dot dot dot. Wait! Huh? Akira. Thank goodness, I made it in time. Akira, you came. Nah, she's faking it. Dot dot dot. Akira. Hey. Yeah? I am very sorry to make you be displeased yesterday. Spirited? Huh? But I was so sad because I really wanted to please you. Akira. It might be very selfish, but if you forgive my behavior, I did it yesterday. Son next Nekustu Taimu. Guide me. You are Kantoriyu. I must go the Zamude. So please wait to me to that day. Huh? What? See you again. Promise me. Ham! No, that's just huh. Oh no, I got caught up in the moment. But that meant what I thought it did, didn't it? That's it, the paper bag. Akira gave it to me just as we parted. I wonder what's in it. A doll? And a letter. I made you a doll. It looks like you, doesn't it? I'll be waiting breathlessly for the day we meet again. This is the seal of our promise. She makes dolls? She's my waifu. With love, Akira. Akira. Waiting breathlessly for the day we meet again, eh? If we're going to meet again someday. If she's going to promise that, I'll have to show her around my country. So then, I'll be studying Japanese every day so I can communicate my feelings to her without misunderstanding. Until the day I see her again. For that day... Go Nippon! And thus ends my first trip to Japan. I hope it was a very educational experience for you guys. Especially finding out that they don't have locks on their bathroom doors. That is very important information to know. Oh, okay, credits. Thanks. That's just what the stream wanted. But luckily Kate is already asleep, so past his bedtime. So in the closing remarks, be sure to follow my Twitch down there. Be sure to follow my Twitter at BLBL. Tap the link again. Yeah, we did learn that Ricksta is pretty special. Pretty special. Yep. And thus ends our tale. Wait, epilogue? Phew! I finally made it. Let's see, next thing I need to do. That's right, I need to buy a sucker, then an express ticket, then I need to get on the train. After I take the Narita Express, I do this, then that. Right, it's perfect. It's been a whole year. She swore she'd come visit me in my country and told me to wait for her. Akira had promised she would come, but it never seemed to happen. I'm sure she completely intended to come, but she's a bit too young to fly by herself. She was still in school. She didn't understand how hard it was to raise your own money, take time off, and go overseas by yourself. I really did want to keep my promise to her, but more than wanting to keep a promise, wanting to see her again was my overriding feeling. And so I came back to Japan. Naturally, I kept it a secret from her. Let's see, I think this is where I change trains. Then there's Akira. What if she's mad at me for not waiting for her? But still. It's been a whole year. It hasn't changed at all. Oh, no way! Huh? Damn, Rixa turned tall and blonde. What the hell's going on? Oh no, no way! She has a boyfriend. That's what it's. No way. Akira. Oh, I can't believe we bumped into each other like this. Why are you here? Well, I just really wanted to see you. Oh, you. I told you to wait, you jerk. Hey. What is it? What's so funny? You reacted just the way I thought you would. Akira? There's so much I want to say, but I won't try right now. Just what? I want to enjoy my happiness from seeing you again. Akira. Welcome home. Tadaima.